Okay, hello. Let's talk about the houses that are mansions that cost like $4 million plus dollars. Okay, they're not. They are nice, but the ones that people choose are not even nice. Like, they're not even nice. Okay, let's talk about. I saw this one thing about how Cynthia Erivo and Ariana Grande, how it was like a hot take on like why they're always crying, and the hot take said that it's because they're skinny. So because they're skinny, you remember I told you guys when I used to be skinny, I used to have skinny brain. The hot take said that like the person who did the hot take said how that person who did the hot take, she said herself, like, she used to be skinny. And when she was skinny, she was extremely emotional, and that's why these girls are, Cynthia Erivo and Ariana Grande, was crying. That is not it. And I'm just like, okay, when I saw, like, because they're getting so much hate comments, right? Like saying that they only eat 3 eggs a day when they were on the set and all these things, all these rumors. And I just remembered like when I was getting hate comments and just like how wrong everybody was. And I'm like, no guys, like, it's not that, it's this. Like, hello, like, it's not. But so I just want to tell you guys like why Cynthia and Ariana Grande are always crying. Okay. Basically, in all their stuff, if you haven't seen like a clip on your Instagram Reels or on YouTube or on TikTok, after they posted Wicked 1, and then starting that, they started crying. Like every single fucking interview, every single thing, like it's emotional, they're crying, they're holding hands, blah, blah, blah. Wicked 2 comes out right before it, a whole bunch more of that, even more than before. And after, still more. And the reason why they're crying, and I just like can't believe like the haters can't see it, like, because haters are so dumb, like unintelligent, like the theories are just so wrong. It's because they made it to the top, like the pinnacle of life. Like they fucking made it. Like they're making like so much money, right? Ariana Grande got to be in her favorite, she said like 2 of them were her dream roles. This is one of them, and she got to be in it. She wanted to be Alphaba, but she manifested this and she got to be Galinda. And basically they're like in such euphoria and also like fear of loss that like they know like how fast life is and how like delicate life is and how fast time will pass, how fast they will age, how fast and fleeting the moment is. And that is why they are fucking crying, because they're living like in the dream. Of course, yes, they worked hard on the Broadway thing. It was spectacular. And also the movies and the songs and all the premieres and the shows and the podcasts, everything. They worked hard, yes. And I remember Ariana Grande, when she made Eternal Sunshine, she was also like posted a video of her on the couch with her shoes on, wrapped in a blanket, and like the person who's with her, like probably her producer or manager or something, asking her like how does she feel, and it's just like basically like she works really hard. Like she literally like gets on the treadmill, shows us all this stuff. She does extravagant performances. She always practices singing. Like she mastered her craft. Like she works really hard. So like because she takes it to that point, that's why she's also like crying, because she really does not leave like one. She's not lazy at all. She's not lazy at all. So that does add to it. Is like she's to the extreme, right? But the real reason they're crying is because it's like fleeting. I did not think that Wicked would get like. I always knew it was big. I saw it in Boston, Broadway, when I was a college teenager. Our college was selling us tickets, and I went with 3 girls, and that picture is on my Facebook, like one of the very few pictures I have of my young years. And then we saw Wicked, and it was lovely. Never thought I'd live to see a Wicked 2. It's so cool. And then, so basically, like, the life is just so beautiful for them that they're just crying because they don't want it to be over, and they like how it feels like in the moment, and they know it's going to be over in a flash. And I just can't believe that people just really can't see that, because honestly, the only reason I could tell is because I feel like that all the time. You have to see like how successful they are, like how much. There are TikToks that say how much they got paid for that movie. I don't remember the numbers, and it was like colossal, obviously. But Ariana Grande getting paid the most, and then Cynthia Erivo getting paid the second most. And then the way I realized it was like legendary is like when they were taking the dress and they're putting it like on display and stuff, and then they're saying like how it's like a historic moment, that how Ariana, oh my god, like I'm about to cry, like how Ariana Grande created like that version of Galinda, where it's like the Ariana Grande Galinda, and like that is a thing now, that they have a lookalike of her playing Galinda, and taking pictures with everyone, and she's hosted by the actual company. I forgot even what company it is. Like the real company, like the real legitimate company. It's not like a TikToker or whatever. It's like a real. She's like hired to be like, you know, when you go to Disneyland, you see all the princesses. Where there is a Galinda. She's an Ariana Grande. She looks like Ariana Grande, and she's dressed in the blonde and the hair and the weight and everything and the dress, and she like takes pictures with people in real Wicked pop-ups or sites that have like the artifacts from the show and everything, like the dress and everything, like on display. So I never thought like she was always breaking records and making records, and literally and figuratively, and she finally, like, the reason she's crying is because she finally like made it in history to touch something like Broadway Wicked and like be a character. Like, she is Galinda. Like, that is just such a fascinating human accomplishment. Also, when they were like nominated for all the awards, Cynthia Erivo was nominated for like #1 best lead actress, and like that is like that opportunity like that she got to be her role. Like, so many people love Alphaba, so many, and then she can sing, and like so many people love those songs. Like, so they are like stars beyond stars, and basically they just made it in life. Like, they just made it, so they're crying. And the way I'm gonna prove that my theory is right, look at how humble they are. Every single fucking interview, Ariana Grande, I'm so grateful. Every single interview. Because she knows, like, first of all, she's on top of the world. And second of all, she knows that it's just an era, but it's for forever. Like, she's gonna be remembered forever for this, but it's just a moment. It's just an era, because even though the wicked thing is going to go on for years and years and years and decades and decades and decades and decades, like, she's a human being, and like, we're going to get like older, and like, it's like, I was going to just give a really good example, but I don't want to, I'm kind of gatekeeping, but like, it doesn't last forever for her, but she's legendary now, and she is like immortalized within the content. So that is why they're crying, because they're being so humble and grateful for like all this good stuff that they just got, like such an extraordinary experience. But they also are crying because they actually worked so hard, because they wanted like that energy to come through into their work, which is why it became such a legendary thing. So it goes hand in hand. So I just wanted to share the correct hot take. To recap, basically they worked so hard that it's like that crying feeling you feel when you get an award. That's what they feel all the time. They go on to these interviews and stuff. And then also they just know like it's just so euphoric and magical, and they're on top of the world, and they cry because they're sad, because they're gonna miss it when it's gone. And I could tell you that for a fact. I saw how they were crying, and I knew that was it. Everybody's always like, oh, what happened on the set? Like, what happened, what's happening in Hollywood and all these things. Like, girl, like, these girls are freaking billionaires, and they're living, like, this is like, their lives are bigger than you can fathom, and they play everything down. They're extremely humble, down to earth. They stick with their craft and only display their talents, and they're just like so wealthy. They're so wealthy they can't even spend like the amount of wealth that they have in their life. Like they don't even know. They're so happy. They just don't know what to do except be sad, because one day it's going to be over. That's it.